Welcome back. Breaking. Ransomware virus attack just got way worse. A new version of the WannaCry virus has been unleashed and is infecting about 3,600 computers per minute. From Zero Hedge. Update. According to the latest data from Checkpoint Software cited by Reuters, a new variant of the WannaCry ransomware is now affecting on average 3,600 computers per hour. Governments and companies around the world began to gain the upper hand against the first wave of the unrivaled global cyber attack this morning. More than 200,000 computers in at least 150 countries have so far been infected, according to Europol, the European Union's law enforcement agency. The UK's National Cybersecurity Centre said new cases of so-called ransomware are possible at significant scale. For now, it does not look like the number of infected computers is increasing, said a Europol spokesman. We will get a decryption tool eventually, but for the moment, it is still a live threat, and we're still in disaster recovery mode. The initial attack was stifled when a security researcher disabled a key mechanism used by the worm to spread, but experts warned the hackers were likely to mount a second attack because so many users of personal computers with Microsoft operating systems couldn't or didn't download a security patch released in March that the Microsoft had labeled critical. I will confess that I was unaware registering the domain would stop the malware until after I registered it, so initially it was accidental, wrote the researcher, who uses the Twitter name Malware Tech Blog. So long as the domain isn't revoked, this particular strain will no longer cause harm, but patch your systems ASAP as they will try again. But the world is still digging out. Europol Executive Director Rob Wainwright told Britain's ITV television on Sunday that the attack had been unprecedented. We've never seen anything like this, he said. In China, hundreds of thousands of computers were affected, including patrol stations, cash machines, and universities. According to Kuaiho 360, one of China's largest providers of antivirus software, the malware affected computers at several unspecified Chinese government departments, the country's cyberspace administration said on its web chat blog Monday. Since that initial attack, agencies and companies from the police to banks and communication firms have put preventative measures in place, while Kuaiho 360 Technology Co., Tencent Holdings Ltd., and other cybersecurity firms have begun making protection tools available, the Internet Overseer said. French carmaker Renault said its Douai plant, one of its biggest sites in France employing 5,500 people, would be shut on Monday as systems were upgraded. At Germany's National Dutch Bahn Railroad, workers were laboring under high pressure Monday to repair remaining glitches with train stations, electronic departure boards, a spokesman said. In Japan, Hitachi Ltd. Said some of its computers had been affected. In South Korea, the country's largest cinema chain said advertising servers and displays at film theaters were hit by ransomware. Movie servers weren't affected and are running as normal, it said in a text message Monday. Indonesia government reported 2 hospitals in Jakarta were affected. About 97% of UK facilities and doctors disabled by the attack were back to normal operation. Home Security Amber Rood said Saturday after a government meeting. At the height of the attack Friday and early Saturday, 48 organizations in the NHS were affected, and hospitals in London, North West England, and Central England urged people with non-emergency conditions to stay away as technicians tried to stop the spread of the malicious software. As Microsoft President and Chief Legal Officer Brad Smith said in a blog post Sunday, an equivalent scenario with conventional weapons would be the U.S. military having some of its Tomahawk missiles stolen, Smith wrote. The governments of the world should treat this attack as a wake-up call. I see this virus attack as a major wake-up call for me in particular and others like me because we actually own a cryptocurrency called Bitcoin. So Bitcoin price drops after WannaCry ransom taint. Bitcoin price has undergone a price revision following the WannaCry cyber attack. Current speculation is that this is related to the fact that the attackers have requested that the ransom be paid in cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin. Bitcoin has enjoyed a phenomenal rally in the past few weeks, hitting a record high at $1,800 American. With each new price record Bitcoin was setting, many wondered whether such a price is sustainable. In recent times, one major dip in Bitcoin's price came after the rejection of the proposed Bitcoin ETF by the Securities and Exchange Commission in March. Although its price recovered over the next couple of trading days, this time around, the attackers demanded ransom in Bitcoin. The correlation between Bitcoin and criminals appeared to rapidly affect sentiment about the currency, and Bitcoin's price dropped. Now, my theory is that this is a malware created by international bankers because they see what's happening with the cryptocurrency. And much like the credit cards in the 80s are now existing, I mean, they were the future in the 80s and now they're here. Much like cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin in particular, they could rival our money system. So it is my suspicion that international bankers created this malware to see how much they could hack and how much they could devalue this rising star called Bitcoin. I'm still convinced that this is the future. I'm going to stay strong, double down, and push forward until this blows over. But if someone is interested in owning digital currency, I would recommend this Ledger Nano S, which is something called a hard wallet. Essentially, it works like a wallet in real life. When you take money out of the bank machine, you need to put that money somewhere. Typically, you put it in your wallet. If you take money out of the bank and leave it hanging around, someone will steal it. This works the exact same way. Once your Bitcoin is in this, nothing can be done to retrieve it, and it's encrypted, and as far as I'm concerned, quite safe to use. Breaking: UN to take action against North Korea. Not exactly what I was hoping for, but UN Security Council condemns North Korea's missile tests, vows sanctions. And as we've seen time and time before, the sanctions don't do anything. A physical action will have to take place, in my opinion, to resolve the problem. Breaking: look who just withdrew their name from the FBI director shortlist. Trey Gowdy has withdrawn himself from the FBI director search. TheHill.com reports Representative Trey Gowdy said Monday that he is not the right person to replace ousted FBI Director James Comey, despite Jeff Sessions, the head of the Justice Department, allegedly speaking with him about running the agency. I greatly appreciate the Attorney General speaking with me and respecting my decision, and I wish him wisdom as he interviews potential candidates. Gowdy, a former prosecutor and chairman of the Temporary House Committee on Benghazi, said, according to the NBC News, I shared with him two things. Number one, the qualities I believe are indispensable for our next FBI director to possess, and two, my firm conviction that I would not be the right person, Gowdy added of talks with Sessions late Saturday and early Monday. Our only hope is that they choose someone that could do the job better than any other.